We just talking about everything. I just want everybody to hit us up, 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. And everybody got tight butterflies in their stomach this morning. Everybody woke up to the news that 19 children, 2 teachers was killed at a Texas school. And I just feel so bad for those parents. It's hard to come on the radio and be funny and entertain or whatever with my heart full like this, and I'm sure everybody on this morning show heart is full, and it's sad that we have to have days like this because I just cannot imagine sitting at home and my child is not there, and a lot of parents walking past empty bedrooms, totally out of their routine. A day like today, a morning like this morning, they probably would have been in there trying to get their kids to school, get them on a bus, and on their way to school, and only for it to be the last time seeing their babies on yesterday. And I'm so sensitive to this issue because I thank God that my kids lived to become adults. But, man, I just couldn't imagine. I got a 5-year-old grandson. I just couldn't imagine him being in a school and being put in a situation like that. You know, I think about my grandson, happy this weekend, jumping around, playing with the other kids, and to wake up, and I'm sure those kids was jumping around happy, had a great weekend, and here it is, their life has ended. I just feel terrible. It's hard to just imagine.
Yeah, all of us who have kids, Rick. All of us who have kids, it hits especially hard because we, like the kids whose pictures you posted on the IG page, I couldn't even look at it because I got to be able to finish this show. And, we've all put our kids on, taking our kids to school, dropped them off at school, went to all the little school programs. Eva still has kids that age that are doing that. You know what I mean? And when you look at them and you imagine these parents, looking at their little clothes that's hanging up in the closet, looking at their dirty clothes that's in the hamper that you're about to wash, looking at their bed that wasn't made up that you was going to yell at them about this afternoon, looking at the lunch that you were going to prepare for them. I can't do this. Rock T still has a kid that's in middle school,
Yeah.
Yeah, I reached out. I told my wife, Crystal, listen, feel free to keep him home today. Like, I'm terrified. I mean, because the same thing happened yesterday when those parents sent their kids off to school thinking, okay, not my school, not this area. We're going to be fine. We're safe. I'm terrified, man.
So, Eva, it's like rolling the dice every day you send them kids to school. It's like rolling the freaking dice.
Yesterday in the Fulton County School District was an in-service day for school. So I took my kids on set with me yesterday to my other job. And just having them with me was a joy. And I got the news with my kids with me. And so this morning, getting off of that job at 3 o'clock in the morning and then coming to this job and trying to figure out, do I even send my kids to school today? What do I do? And that it's a hopeless feeling. It hurts.
Do anybody else feel like black people are being targeted?
I don't even see it it's hard to look at it through that lens right now because when I see those kids, I don't really see their color. I felt like this with Sandy Hook. None of those kids look like my kids, but I know what it feels like to have a 5-year-old. I know what it feels like to have a 6-year-old. I know that level of attachment and love that comes with that. And it's difficult to see any child. I don't care. Any child is innocent in my book. Any kid. And to have their life taken away from them in that way, it's too much to process.
And the little girl that was trying to call the police just to get help for her fellow students and for a teacher. I saw an article with one of the teachers, not the one that's named Eva, but the other one. She was blocking her kids, which is how she ended up getting killed, because she basically laid over her babies.
Talking the teacher?
And just this, the teacher, Ricky. So the sacrifice, when you send your kids to school every day, these teachers, it's not just to correct your kids or teach them math, but we are really putting our kids' lives in these administrators' hands and these teachers' hands. And this lady sacrificed her life for our kids.
Yeah.
Because those teachers really are attached and they love those kids.
They do.
And you're thinking about, you start talking about Sandy Hook, just mass shootings in general, not just the kids. I mean, just people walking into, for me, it's just, it's like, I understand what you're saying, Special K, but I'm so paranoid. The stuff that Tucker Carlson talks about on his show, and it just seems like to me, because when I watched the news yesterday, I said, well, that looked like those look like brown babies, right? And then the week before that, I'm looking like, okay, this man went over here and he attacked black folks because they have this whole thing that we will not be replaced. And I'm just wondering, okay, I understand we're going through the grieving process of these kids being dead, but my mind is what a lot of people think and a lot of people saying on social media. Are we being attacked by white supremacists with guns that sit up and watch shows like Tucker Carlson and Fox and all this stuff? Do we, like, how did he even get into school?
And he had posted something online, Ricky. So this young man had posted something a few hours earlier. He tagged some person online, and the girl responded and asked, "Why did you tag me?" And he said, "You'll see in a few hours." And
what did
when
he say?
Pulled up to this, he just basically said that he said something to the effect that someone's going to die or they're all going to die. And he tagged this girl's name. And this girl's like, "Why did you tag me?" He said, "You'll see." And so she reported that to the police. The police were on alert. The guy ended up pulling up to the school. He crashed his car. He had a full bulletproof vest and all the bulletproof armor on, still breached the school and literally went from classroom to classroom.
And did he not kill his grandmother before he went to the school?
He shot her, but she's still alive, I think. I think she's still alive. But yeah, he did shoot her.
Yeah.
But
Gary,
see, he was killed, and he's a Latino boy. But the one that killed all those people at the supermarket, the white boy, his parents said that he had mental issues due to COVID, and they're still investigating.
Yeah, but they got mental issues all over the they got mental issues all over the world, but only in the United States you having these back-to-back mass shootings. What were you about to say, Gary?
Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing y'all were thinking, but my question was what you just asked. How did he get into school? Because now in all these schools, now you can't even get past the door without them checking you and what have you. So how did he get into school with a gun and do all this shooting? That's the part that I was often wondering about.
Apparently they weren't, the building wasn't secured.
And they didn't think this was going to happen in the area they're in.
I guess so, but I guess so. I guess it's just, I don't know. But it's very interesting to find out how he got into school and did all the shooting and stuff and what have you. But did he just shoot in one classroom? Because I thought they said it was just like one classroom, or was it many classrooms?
Multiple.
He got in multiple classrooms?
Part of the question is, why is he 18 with guns?
That's
yes.
hard.
And ammunition.
Yeah, I was just told most of the victims were in one classroom. Because I wonder how would he go from all these classes to kill up all these kids instead of just putting that in one classroom.
And if kids got mental health issues, and some people got mental health issues, why don't you do some kind of background check and establish that and not give them guns? Since you want to sit up here and talk about mental health when it comes to white people killing massive black people, well, something wrong. And it's the media, the left wing and right wing media. Is the left wing media is racist too. I said it. Mm-hmm. I said it. The left wing, Democratic leaning media is racist to the core. Because if there was a black person or whatever, you would have called him a terrorist. But you won't call. You didn't. I didn't hear now one of them say call Dylan Roof a terrorist.
And a black person can't go and buy that kind of artillery without some red flags being raised and something to be said about it.
So hit us up 866-9 Ricky 866-9 RICKE